Welcome everyone, this is Jim. We're here for episode 4. I check out the Viridian Forest. Okay, so here we are going to catch two Pokemon, Pikachu and Caterpie. If you've not watched previous episodes, then then you'll be spared my misspeak on the expectations that you can get out of both Nidoran female and male. I told you before that they would learn Double Kick right away. I was completely wrong. They don't learn Double Kick until their very last move. So what that was is a confusion between when they mix things up between the gold or the blue and red versions, and then moving over to the gold and silver. Gold and silver, they learn those moves much earlier. So I play gold and silver much more often than red and blue. So that's why I got a little bit confused and mixed up and gave you the bad information. So it doesn't really mess us up too bad. What it is going to do is shift our strategy just a little bit. Again, I did this the exact hardest way that you could possibly do it. If you have Squirtle or Bulbasaur as your starter rather than Charmander, then you're going to breeze through this first gym. If you did it the hard way and chose Charmander, which is really kind of long-term the smart choice because there's not as many fire Pokemon available, then you're going to have trouble with this first gym unless you catch a Caterpie and level it up to its final evolution, Butterfree, to the point where it learns Confusion, a psychic type move, which will be pretty effective against those rock Pokemon. So we're looking for two Pokemon, Pikachu and Caterpie, and there's a few trainers. So we're going to run into those, level up our Pokemon, and get started here. Okay, so that's not a trainer, but there are a few items that we're going to go ahead and catch. And again, we're going to level up our Pokemon along the way. Here we find a Pokeball. So that brings us up to 5. I started in here with 4. It's probably more than enough that you'll need. Let's see here. Okay, so this guy's not a trainer either. So we'll just kind of walk through the grass until we find one. There we go. Aside from our rival is our first trainer that we've come across. You'll find these guys to be much easier. Nowhere near worth stressing about like Gary was. Weedle's going to be pretty much a pushover. Unless he gets you with that poison sting and it poisons you. I don't know if anyone else's experiences back this up, but I feel like the odds of getting poisoned by the move Poison Sting were far higher in red and blue, and especially by Weedle, than any other game or any other Pokemon. That's just me. Cool. Pidgey's leveled up, so we'll swap him out here to get some other Pokemon some experience, so we'll just throw in the very next one. Well, it depends how fast you want to get rid of these Pokemon. So Rattasa's not going to be strong against Caterpie, but Spearow will, because Spearow knows Peck, which is technically a flying type move. For whatever reason, Pidgey's Gust is not a flying move. That changes in Gold and Silver, but for Red and Blue, Gust is a normal move. It's not strong against any bug Pokemon, which Caterpie will be. But because Caterpie is such a weak Pokemon, take this opportunity to throw in Rattata, get an easy knockout. The most dangerous move Caterpie knows is Tackle, so it's not a really big deal. Weedle's really the biggest threat in this particular trainer's arsenal. This Caterpie is going to be relatively weak on the attack on pretty much all stats, so Rattata's going to take him out easily, as you just saw. Level up, cool. And quick attack. So that's going to be a defining move here for Rattata, excuse me, especially at this level. Quick attack's going to be a little bit stronger than the normal tackle. So you're going to find leveling up Rattata is going to be much easier at this point. So again, as I would recommend, this is a great time to rotate your Pokemon, put your weakest up front, especially after a battle, and continue on. So we're going to keep moving through the grass because we want to try to run into a Caterpie or a Pikachu. I'm going to walk through here, hit all the trainers because it'll be great experience. Now Spearow is going to wipe these guys out real fast. Peck, again, flying. Flying is strong against Bug, so it's going to take 2 moves max for Spearow to knock a Weedle or Caterpie out. Much quicker than the other two were able to do it. Just because that Peck move, a flying type move, is strong against Bug type. Again, he didn't level up. We will not move him. Nope, we'll keep him in. Again, Peck away. Doesn't matter how many times you harden. Spearow is strong against you. 2, maximum 3 moves. Oh, maybe a little bit more. The only move Cocoon is going to know is harden, which all it's going to do is drag things out. But the good thing here with that, even though that, you notice how many moves you have. You have 31 more left over. You're going to have plenty to be able to take out Kakuna. 1 more max and he's going to be gone. Leveled up. There's no reason to rotate them out since your lowest level Pokemon are all level 7. So might as well keep good old Spearow at the top. Make quick work of this particular trainer. Get lucky maybe and get 2 moves and knock them out. Okay, it's going to take 3. No big deal. Cool. Lucked out, didn't get poisoned. That's really the biggest threat for the Weedles, is if they use that poison sting and it happens to poison you. Cool. Alright, so from here we're just going to continue walking around. There's a little item here. Pick up the antidote, which is great for poison cure. And we're just going to continue to walk through the forest. Hope we run into a Pikachu or a Caterpie. Those are the ones we're looking for. Anything else is just experience. At level 6, the only move that thing's going to know is Harden. It's not going to be enough to save it. Gone. Bye-bye. Level up, there you go. So you know what time it is at that point. Once you level up a Pokemon, time to rotate it out. Okay, so again, you see I'm keeping my Pokemon level lowest at the top, level highest at the bottom. Walking through this grass, gonna go ahead and try and find that Pikachu, that Caterpie. There's one more item we're gonna grab here. Down over here. Got us a potion. Okay, so there's gonna be one more trainer we'll run into. And that's it. That's him. And at this point, we're just gonna walk up and down this strip of grass until we run into a Caterpie and a Pikachu. We need both. So, this next part might get a little boring. So, depending on how quickly we run into that Pikachu. So this battle honestly is going to favor Weedle. So Nidorann's attack score is super low, which is why you're not seeing Weedle drop down any lower, even though Weedle has like terrible stats, right? The reason I say this favors Weedle is because the chances that Weedle just poisons you is going to be a lot higher, and at that point it's like getting 2 attacks per turn. And at the rate that we're knocking Weedle's health down, it's not going to look good for us in the long term, unless we just get lucky and it just doesn't poison us. Maybe get a couple critical hits here and there, or just continue to hit it without getting poisoned. We'll win the match, but it's not looking good for Nidoran. This literally is a parting gift. All Weedle needs to do is poison you, and it's going to take very little at that point to... Alright, good. Looks like we're going to make out of this without getting poisoned. Good stuff. Cool. Yeah. Level 9 ought to do that. Cool. We can rotate Nidoran out. Nidoran learned to scratch. Helpful move. Okay, that's the last trainer we have for the Viridian Forest. So again, as we do, rotate these guys out, put the lowest level Pokemon on top, and now we're just waiting until we run into a Caterpie and a Pikachu. So, we're going to go silent for a bit. Hope we run into them quick. As you saw in the last couple videos, we will make excellent use of the fast forward button to make this a little bit less painful for you, the viewer, and get this over with. So. So here I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a recommendation, and this is a little bit separate from Pokemon, from gaming. You know, we're sitting here, we're walking around trying to find the right Pokemon. Right, we're looking for a Pikachu and a Caterpie. It's kind of rare in red version. As you saw, I ran across one Metapod. If I'm desperate to just move on, I might just keep the Metapod and level it up to level 10, which would be very hard to do on its own, but it's possible. But bottom line is that this process can take a minute, right? This can take 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, an hour. Pikachu, the percentage of the chance that you're going to run into Pikachu is pretty small, but it's here, and this is the only place you're going to find it. Likewise, in red version, this is the only place you're going to find that Caterpie. So you gotta stick it. You gotta stick with it and to just keep walking around. And again, my life advice to you is, if you're gonna be here, if you're gonna be walking around, doing just doing mindless stuff, looking for something, please exercise. Do something that's good for your health. I know that us as gamers, we tend not to be the most active type. We typically kind of sit and just maybe have a TV on or music on or something like that as we walk around and play our game. And that's it. We just want something to key our audio in while we go around and walk around and do our stuff. But that can be really detrimental, I think, to our health if we're just sitting on a couch or sitting, in a chair somewhere and just doing nothing except for playing this game, staring into the screen. Do yourself a favor. Get on a stationary bike. Get on a treadmill. Walk. At least walk. If you can do a light jog and do this, great. If you can do a slow bike and do this, great. Do something just to keep you active and keep you healthy. And check it out. We run into Pikachu. Now, I am not going to take any chances. I'm going to put my weakest attacker up front, and that's Nidoran. Pikachu is literally the rarest Pokemon in this forest. The last thing you want to do is knock it out. We're not going to use Scratch. Scratch is more strong of an attack than Tackle. Tackle's my weakest one. Level 8. One hit should do it. I don't mind that I miss. Give Pikachu that extra chance to get a growl in. Lower my attack. One attack is fine. Okay. Here we got another attack. So Pikachu stood up to that attack fine. That's great. Gives me a chance to do another attack. I would just stick with Tackle. Don't do anything else. It's at half health. Okay, like I said before, once you get pretty much a Pokeball at this level can catch any Pokemon. Half health, it should be a no-brainer. Okay, so Pikachu's a little bit of a rare Pokemon, so that's probably why it stood up to that attack. So I've gotten a couple growls in now. My attack should be pretty low. I should be able to be safe enough to throw another Tackle. We'll try another Pokeball. Paralyzed, I don't care. Alright, throw a Pokeball and catch this bad boy. Got him. Cool. And this is where so even though you have Pokemon with low attack, that doesn't mean they're useless. They are perfect for this exact scenario. Catching Pokemon that are rare, low level, that you need to catch. So, as odd as it might be, we have done the hardest part of this little trip here. We have caught Pikachu. Okay? So now we just got to run into a Caterpie, which you saw I ran into a Metapod. They're here. We just need to find them. Okay, finally. We ran into Caterpie. So we got our lowest level Pokemon out. Fully paralyzed. Shouldn't be a big deal. As long as we can hit Caterpie a couple times, maybe once, maybe twice, should be enough. Let's try a Pokeball here. And we got it. Okay. We are done. So for those of you at home who got to watch the fast-forwarded version of this, we spent literally around 50 minutes looking for this Pokemon, and now we're done. So we caught our Caterpie, we caught our Pikachu. It is time to get the heck out of here. So I'm gonna head up to Pewter City, hit up the Poke Center, heal my Pokemon, and we'll tackle the very next gym in the very next episode. So I hope you guys liked the video, liked the instruction, thought the guidance was helpful. If you did, then please like the video, comment on it, let me know your thoughts, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's going to be super helpful to be able to get this video, get awareness of this channel out so people see this. Remember, this is not the only thing we do. We don't just do Pokemon. We'll also review movies, movies I like, hopefully that we all like. We'll review different things that we're interested in, TV shows, movies that can span between Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, the giant monster universe like Godzilla and King Kong, all that stuff. All those things can be stuff that we review, and we'll do that. Also, I also try to explore different areas around me, sometimes close, sometimes far. If you're interested in getting to know different places in northern Ohio, maybe even much further than that across the world, then please make sure that you subscribe to the video. All sorts of things like that are going to come up, and we'll be able to kind of just share fun interests together. So I'm not going to delay any further. Just going to go ahead and heal my Pokemon, save up, and we're going to get out of here. So again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you guys soon. Appreciate you watching. Talk to you soon.